Welcome, everybody. I'm the coach. Up next, another ultimate challenge on EA Sports. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu. To finish this out, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, we will begin this challenge in the third quarter with 3 minutes remaining. You're ahead by 4. You've got the ball on your own 40, and it's 1st and 10. And his first pass here is going to fall.
Today, from Los Angeles, California, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Matthew Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams versus Aaron Rodgers and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden, and Charles, you look at this Ram. Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. Rodgers now on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Kennedy. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
On 1st down, Rodgers. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
So this, Charles, on paper at least, not the most even of matchups. Polar opposite, really. I mean, on one sideline, you got the hottest team in the league, still unbeaten, and on the other side, a winless squad.
And that's why I owe you, and I owe you big, because you did email me this week to remember any given Sunday. That was a phrase you typed to me, and that's what we have to remember in this ball game. It resounds when you think about it. Unbeaten versus winless, any given Sunday, anything can happen in this league.
Rodgers now on first down. Flush to his right. To the right side, complete to Taylor. Down inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Out to his left. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Aaron Rodgers. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Steelers are on the board first on the road here in L.A.
Aaron Rodgers, he can still maneuver. 35 rushing touchdowns in his career.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And you figure this should be a healthy, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, it's Rodgers.
Looking for and finding Arnold once again.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Throwing now is Rodgers. He gets this one to Boyd. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Tyler Boyd. A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Steelers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now Rodgers. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he'll go down at the 28. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Now Rodgers.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
That one down the field for Ferguson.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. And again, it's Rodgers.
And that one caught downfield by Boyd.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one good for 37 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Throwing is Rodgers. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Jonathan Taylor.
A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Steelers are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction.
A leap, and he's got it. He got it. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 54 yards.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big yardage.
They'll get that one to Taylor complete.
No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, a 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking.
So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. A final shot before half for Rodgers. He completes it to Boyd. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis, where it was the Colts who were able to come away with the home victory. Daniel Jones leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, let's stay in the Midwest and head down to Kansas City to check on the Chiefs at Arrowhead. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. 3 touchdown passes in that one for Justin Herbert. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore and check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were winners in that game over the visiting Detroit Lions. Lamar Jackson, a very good performance as his guys run the record now to 5-2. In our game has been Aaron Rodgers, who was on target in the first half. He's thrown for nearly 300 yards already as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. This taken in right around the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
A throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the fourth quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will we be able to resist? To continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field.
On play action, now Rodgers. This is caught inside the 15. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big pickup of 38.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal.
Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short.
Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on fourth and goal. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now a first down throw, Fields. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
That one down the field for Ferguson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. That is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Akella Witherspoon. And the Rams are going to have it here just... So they surrendered 3 points, and now after the kickoff, this offense gets ready to take over the football. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. The pass to Boyd, and he brings it in on the crossing route. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Rodgers again now. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They can continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. To throw, it's Rodgers. Caught on a slant. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, you're...
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. As they try to finish things off in this fourth quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. That one down the field for Ferguson. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 45 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Rodgers looking to throw.
A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one. Oh, Boyd, what a catch.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's got it at the 15.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 42 yards.
Defensive talk 101. Don't let the quarterback out of the pocket, because when that happens, yeah, you may shrink the field with your defense, but it's so easy to lose someone on the backside. And he finds him and picks up a big gain.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Pittsburgh, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.